Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're going to pick my January books. Now, I'm starting out in this way, this version, because I'm going to go ahead and draw my cards. What I've decided to do, I have the cards here that I drew from last time, and then I just put the other ones straight in here. I haven't looked at them or anything, and so my plan is to just pull them out starting like this, so it's the top of the cards, and then that way I don't have to take them all out, pick 6, and then put them back in. So I'm just going to be starting here and grabbing off the top, and I'll put them back there behind me, and then we'll talk about what they all mean. I just said I wasn't going to take them out, and now I got an ace, which means I have to reshuffle them, so I'm taking them all out and shuffling them. I'm going to shuffle them 3 times. Okay, I did it 3 times. I've not looked at any of them. I'm putting them back in the box, and I'm drawing the next one. Oh my goodness, of course. Okay, 3 more shuffles. Okay, I'm not going to put them in the box. I mean, I haven't gotten any aces up to this point, so those are my first 2. There are still 2 more aces in here. So this could be an ace as well. What is happening? I just shuffled 6 times. I don't understand. Well, I'm about to be done with all the aces at the very beginning of this deck. Okay, there we go. This better not be an ace. Okay. Okay, now I can't get the cards back in the box. There we go. Okay. That was such weird rolls. I mean, weird cards. But I'm going to gather all the cards here in front of me, and we're going to switch around and look at the game and see what they all mean. Okay. So here's the game, and here's what all the cards mean. And so these are the cards that I just did. These are the cards from last time, so I'm just going to add them together once I'm done, and they'll just stay to the side until I finish what's left in the deck. So that's how it's going to go. All right, so first we have the 10 of hearts. Hearts are genres, and the 10 is horror. So I go to my story graph, and I'm going to pick the last horror, or the first horror book that was put on my want to read list. I'm excited to see what this is. So I go to earliest added, and I know some of you may be thinking, don't you already have a horror thing that you might want to read? And that's true. I could put something else there, but these cards are specifically for books that are already on my TBR that I want to get off of there. So I just go to genre, and I'm only going to look for horror because that's what this has to be, and then filter. And it's going to show me the earliest added horror books. Oh, the first one is Hide and Seeker. I have really been wanting to read this. I'm so excited. This was put on my list after I started writing where I heard about a book from. So this book came from Bow Ties and Books, and they recommended this as part of their horror middle grade thriller discussion. I don't even know what video or anything like that. I just know that they talked about it, and I added it on my list because of that. So let's see what the next card is. If I move this card, the next one is the 7 of clubs. So I go to clubs, and I go down to 7, and it's going to be a bonus NPR book. So when we get over there to the NPR list, we'll just do an extra one on the end of that. So I have to get rid of the 3 aces that went with this 7 of clubs. And the next one is a 9 of hearts, and hearts again is a genre. I am going to move out horror since we just did that one, so I'll know what I need to replace. But 9 is fantasy, so I do the same thing and pick a fantasy instead of horror and filter. We have Middle Game by Sean McGuire. I have heard a lot of good things about this, and I'm excited to read it. Okay, that's my 9 of hearts. The next one, oh, this is when I have King, Queen, Jack. So these don't matter as far as what suits they are. They just matter what card it is. Let me move the rest of these. Bonus NPR book. I'll just scoot over here. It doesn't matter where I put it. I just want it out of the way. So a king is a color generator, and then we base it on a color on the cover. So I'm going to go over here and just look up color generator. Random color generator. Here we go. whatever it pulls up with. Beige red. Okay, pale green might be easier than beige red. So I'm going to go over here, and this is already on earliest added. We've already got this on the list, so that one doesn't count. And so I'm looking for pale green. I mean, that is more of a teal, I think, for me than pale green. That's like a pale blue. Let me look at it again. Nope, I don't think that fits. Oh, is this? Please let this count. No, that's more blue than green. I think this one, the bottom of this, has this green. This also has a green, but I think this is it. This is definitely older on my list, and it has the green color. So I'm going to read this mystery book by Walter Mosley, Devil in a Blue Dress, for my color. Okay, so that was my king. Now let's see what the queen is. The queen is the first thing placed on my TBR. So I go over here and I go up to the top. Well, the first one is Middle Game, and I'm already reading that. So it's going to be Talia Hibbert. I've not read any Talia Hibbert, I don't think. So this will be my first one. It looks like it's short, 136 pages. I'm not mad about that. So, okay, so the last one is the Jack, and it is my physical TBR. And that is all right here. And I have all the way down to 90. So I'm going to have her pick a number between 2 and 90. You will notice right here, this one is in bold, and that's because I'm currently reading that book. That's my like bedtime book that I'm just slowly reading in my room upstairs in my bed. So that one is not going to count, but it is going to be from 2 to 90, and just hope that she doesn't pick 49. Pick a number 2 to 90.
It's 81.
Well, okay. Number 81 is The House of Brides by Jane Cockrum. I think I know right where that is. I placed the first time. Here it is. Yes, because I love this cover. Okay, so here it is, The House of Brides by Jane Cockrum. This is my physical TBR read, and the only book that I have in my possession that I'm going to be reading. Okay, the only other thing left to do is go over and look at the NPR books, and I'm going to change this to a 4 because we're going to be getting 4 books this time. So if you've never been here to see how this works, I have a video that explains more about it, but here is the NPR Book Concierge, and this is I've already put in 2014, and I've already put in eye-opening reads because that's where we're starting. The last one that I read was 2013, and it was super, what was it called? Super Graphic was the 2013 eye-opening read. So there's 51 on here. I'm going to ask her, pick a number 1 to 51.
The answer is 26.
Okay, right in the middle. Thanks for that. 26th, The Sixth Extinction, An Unnatural History by Elizabeth Colbert. Okay, I have never even heard of that, but it says winner of the Pulitzer Prize, so I'm excited about that. Okay, then we just do the same thing for 2015 and 2016, and this time, because we have a bonus, we're going to do the same thing for 2017. Okay, we have 46. Pick a number 1 to 46.
It's 19.
18, 19. The Red Web, the struggle between Russia's digital dictators and the new online revolutionaries. A long name. The Kremlin's Wars on the Internet by Andrei Soldatov and Irina Borogin. All right, 2016 is next. Pick a number 1 to 53.
The answer is 11.
10, 11. The White Donkey, Terminal Lance by Maximilian Uriarty. I don't know how you say the last name. And that guy I don't understand any of those words. Terminal Lance, and I don't know what the white donkey means, but I'm going to find out. Okay, and because I got a bonus NPR book, I get to read 2017, and there are 70 books in eye-opening reads. Here we go. Pick a number 1 to 70.
It's 34.
34. Almost directly in the middle. 33, 34. Mozart's Starling by Leanda Lynn Haupt. I have no idea if I said her name right, but we're going to find out about Mozart's Starling. Okay, I got some really unusual sounding books for the NPR challenge this time, and I got some books that I'm really excited about for my draws with my cards. So I'm excited about this. I have the NetGalley books. There are 2 books that I have that are due in January. Both of them are pretty short. One of them is a Kindle romance book, and another one is an audio mystery. So I'm excited about both of those. And up here at the top, I am participating in a lot of read-alongs starting in the next year. And what I want to do is just have them running up at the top. Almost all of them are on Discords, but they're rotating in different places. So anyway, on Kate's Discord at the Literary Apothecary, we're going to be starting Starsight in January for the Skyward read-along. Then I'm doing an Outlander read-along with Barb from Barb's Bookland over on her Discord. And also with Barb, I'm doing a lot. There's a Karen Slaughter read-along, and I wasn't going to do this one, but I went and looked it up, and her books sound really good, and I thought I would at least give it a try. If I don't like it, I can always just quit. And then I'm going to be doing the Spellslinger read-along with Barb's Discord. Starting in January, we'll be reading Spellslinger. And then they're doing a Brandon Sanderson read-along also over there. And I've only read those first 3 books, and they're not reading the Skyward books in the read-along with Barb. So I'm going to be reading the Skyward books with Kate and the other books with Barb, but I get the first 3 months off because I've already read the first 3 books that they're reading in January, February, and March. So that, I'm going to put it on here so I don't forget about it, but I don't have anything to read for the first 3 months. So this is my TBR. I'm not going to start writing out the books or telling you the books for Stephen King and Tamara Pierce and Stephen Graham Jones or Nora Robert or J.D. Robb, because those are kind of happening on a weekly basis and not so much a monthly basis, and those have their own videos and all that stuff. So I'm not going to be talking about those a lot separately because they do have their own videos, and I just don't want to keep bringing them up over and over. So that's what we have right now. I do have this bottom thing down here that says extras, and that's because in October, November, December, I finished all of my TBR before the month was over, and I didn't know what to do. I started going into the next month's TBR, and I decided I didn't want to do that. So these are just extra books that I already own on Audible that I just haven't listened to yet, or they're part of the Audible subscription, and so I don't have to pay for them. So I already have these downloaded, and I just put them on here. They're just little mysteries. Some of them are cozy mysteries. Some of them are just mystery series. And so I put them on there to just keep going with them or have something else to read if I finish my TBR. Now, with all those read-alongs being added on, I might not finish the TBR early, but we'll see. I'm excited about everything on here. The fantasy books that I'll be reading, I'm reading Conan the Barbarian by Robert Howard. I will be reading book 1 of the Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski. I'm not sure how to say his name. I'm going to be reading book 1 of His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman as well. So if you've read any of these books, let me know below. If you want to read any of these books with me, I will be reading them in the month of January. So let me know and we can read them together. If you are on Discord, I will leave a link to Barb's channel and Kate's channel down below so that you can join us for any of those read-alongs that they're doing. And I think that's it. Leave me an emoji of an eye since I picked eye-opening reads for the NPR challenge if you've made it this far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.